Hey everybody, I'm Hugh Brownstone from Planet 5D, and I'm here at the Jacob Javits Center in New York City because this is Canon Expo 2015, a once every 5 years event. Let's go check it out. Okay, so I'm 20 feet inside the security check, and already this place is very impressive. But what do you expect for the company which is the single most dominant player in the DSLR space, and in fact, cameras altogether? All right, here we go. We are standing in the center of the Canon Pavilions. And as you can see, Canon is represented in many different industry segments. Very impressive. Let's start with film production. And you see 8K is figured very prominently. But what a history Canon has had. And you're listening to a former Canon fanboy. I began with the Canon FT-QL back in the early 70s. And Canon has come a long way. Those were the days when Nikon was the dominant SLR. And yeah, they've taken it to the moon. So just so that you get a sense of how big this place is, just Canon. As in NAB 2015, they've got a number of what I'll call dioramas, sets, where you can see Canon gear at work. This is the 8K monster, the concept. But with that being shown, this is just a tiny fraction of what's going on here. Let's continue. What have we got here? All right, this is just for professional printing.
You're running $450 a month on a regular basis?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I am overwhelmed.
Don't do it every month.
Let's come back out of professional printing and continue on our way. Douglas, Kirkland, just, you know, incredible people use Canon gear. Here's another one of those sets. Very much like NAB 2015, but incredible. DSLRs, Cinema EOS. You get to try everything here. I don't know what this is about yet, so I guess we have to check this out too. Let's go. Canon's really pushing 8K. Let's take a look. They have magnifying glasses for you. Feel a little bit like Sherlock Holmes here. Actually, okay, it's incredible. Can you see from an image captured from an iPhone with me shaking the clarity and resolution of an 8K movie screen capture? What's behind door number 3? Oh my God, this is unbelievable. What you're looking at is a set inside Canon 2015 Expo at Jacob Javits Center. Just incredible. Oh yeah, I want one of those. So that's the 200mm f2. I actually owned for a while the 200mm f1.8, and it was by far the sharpest lens I have ever owned. I'd love to have one of these now, not in my budget. I think I would have to call this the most impressive display of imaging tech in one place by one company ever. To Axis Communications, innovative security systems from the world leader. That's kind of interesting. I'm talking to Michael. He's not allowed to go on camera, so he's just going to do a voiceover for us on the ultra high sensitivity camera. Go ahead.
So this camera is our new ME20F. It's a ultra high sensitivity camera aimed at cinema and surveillance applications. It has a 2.2 million pixel full frame 35 millimeter sensor. It has a variable ISO with a top ISO of over 4 million, which allows color imaging in extremely low light conditions that just haven't been possible before. Previously, you would have to use an infrared camera to do this type of imaging. However, with infrared, you get a black and white image instead of color. So this gives you full identification capabilities in security situations, so you can distinguish between various people, for instance, based on what color shirt they're wearing. It has a Canon EF lens mount, so it can be used with any Canon digital SLR lens from the EOS system, from wide angle all the way out to super telephoto and zoom lenses as well. It's a modular setup, so it can be used even with our Cinema EOS servo lenses.
So the question that I asked was, so what about Axis? What role does Axis play? It turns out that Canon is a majority owner of Axis, leaving it as pretty much a standalone company for now. But this is very interesting.
This is Canon's video content analysis software. It's running within Milestone platform, and it's accounting software, accounting software, but it recognizes age and gender, and so it can include that information as it's counting calls for analysis or marketing purposes.
Wow.
Milestone Systems is an open platform video management company, so we're a software company. What we do is we take video from up to 3,500 different cameras. So Access is a partner of ours. We can use them. In our booth today, we have obviously Canon cameras that we work with, but there are probably 70 other manufacturers that we work with. What we're able to do is we're able to take that video in, manage the video, store the video. So you're going to use our software to play back video. You're going to use it to store video. And then we have probably 250 key partners that are open platform partners as well. So we can do video analytics that we showed off to the side with BriefCam. What's going on here is we have mobile push, where you can actually take your cell phone and you can take a cell phone and make that a camera on the system. So if you had a school, for instance, and there was an incident, a teacher could pull out a camera or pull out their cell phone, make that a camera on your system. You can take that video feedback, we can record it, we can also forward that video feed to the responding SWAT team.
I'm sorry, Mike, I just got to tell you, it is uber creepy because there is someone clearly behind me.
Yes.
Got my bald spot, so I hate him for life now.
Yes,
But,
so we can actually take your bald spot and report that back.
So over here we have a video synopsis software that basically takes hours of footages and shrinks it down to a few minutes, where we see all similar events or all events happening in the video simultaneously. So as you can see, we have many people in this scene, but these people were not in this place at the same time. So what we did is that we took hours of footages and shrink it down to a few minutes where the person sees the important events. Now, after we've done this, shrinking the video to a few minutes instead of a few hours, then after that we can go and do more filtering on these videos. So whether it's, example, speed of movement, so whatever is moving quickly versus slower moving objects. We can also do directional movement to say people or cars or whatever objects are moving in a certain direction versus the other direction, and also colors. So if we have objects that have a certain color, we can also change the color of that object to filter those to a certain defined color. For color here, we see we're looking for a white object, so we just filter whatever we have to a certain size, to a certain color, sorry, and afterwards we change the object to a bigger vehicle object. So we got bigger vehicle and wide shape. We see here a person skating, so we are interested in similar objects, which is higher speed movement rolling objects. So we see bicycles, we see people running, which is similar objects. And after that, we can also export these videos to have a footage in AVI format or whatever standard format we have. So we said we can export that, and it can be a playable video in Windows Media Player, example, standard softwares. And then after that, we can also see if we're investigating certain events, we can take that event and export it.
So here we are in Canon's University, Canon's future. And behind me, there's really not that much to show you. It's the 256 megapixel sensor chip. It looks like a chip, and I will do a close-up. But a little bit further back, and we'll get closer to it, is the concept camera with the chip inside it. So here's an 800 millimeter Canon lens attached to the 250 megapixel sensor concept. Here I am in the Canon Sub Expo, the Health and Wellness Sub Expo, I'll call it. And it really is extraordinary. It seems to me that Canon has its finger in every pie imaginable. And I don't say that in a judgmental way, I don't say that in a negative way, it's impressive. Does this remind you of Get Smart? Dun, 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 dun. So this is why you have a matte box. Anyway, I'm outside the Advanced Industry Solutions Pavilion. And what's most interesting to me personally is the augmented reality, virtual reality that they've got going on inside. There's a lot else going on, but that's what I'm going to take a look at. What this guy is actually seeing is this. Then, if you want, you can see the larger scene of which he is a player. It's interesting to imagine how this would be used for industrial safety training, many other applications.
That's one of the nice things that we get here.
I love this. It's Jared Pollan back there. FroKnowsPhoto, and it must be living the childhood dream.